Where the fuck is McClay? Bogcast, episode 81, Bog and Mac.
Action.
Awesome. This is the Bogcast, episode 81. I'm Keith Obit, joined with my co-host and best friend, Brian McClay. We are brought to you by Bang Salon. You know it's in the quarantine right now and your hair's all fucked up. You probably gave yourself a shitty box dye or a bad fucking haircut.
The bowl cut.
Some shitty bowl cut, some fucking bullshit. Come get all your hair needs at Bang Salon, including cuts, natural colors, vivid colors, extensions, shampoo and styling, all under one roof at Bang Salon. Find and message Bang Salon on Instagram at Bang Salon at BANGDSALON. Use promo code
Bogcast
for 20% off your first visit. So come on down and get banged by Jordan. But if you really try to bang her, I'll fucking kill you. Cool.
Check us out on Google Play, all your favorite podcatchers, Spotify, iTunes. Make sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment. Also, hit us up on Instagram. Make sure to follow us at thebogcast, all one word.
Fucking fan, put my blunt out. Awesome. Well, this is part 2. We're going to talk about our homies' businesses and different arts and things like that. We obviously were, because of time restrictions, weren't able to get to everybody last episode. So we thought we
just do a quick part 2.
For sure. And obviously someone that I really wanted to talk about last episode was our good friend and homie who's been on the show twice. I think he was our second guest, right?
Yeah, but he was the first returning guest, I believe. First returning guest, yeah. He was one of the first guests in the new studio.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's fucking Josh Schultz, a.k.a. The Wicked One. So I'll never forget when I met this motherfucker. Well, first of all, the first time I ever saw him was on the set of this film called Dream Big. And it was one that I've told you before, it was shot on IMAX and all that shit. And the first time I saw him, dude, he walked out with 2 other actors I know, and they had huge strips of film. And it was, like I said, shot on IMAX. It was 3D, and they just got him as like memorabilia. And I was like, how the fuck did this motherfucker get a strip of film like that? I was all jealous and shit. And at the third day, I ended up talking actually with the cameraman and getting some film myself, just because I just thought it would be cool to have something, you know, from the set or whatever. And then the second time I saw him was I got cast to do like stunts in a film. And as soon as I got there, and there's like 20 of us they cast for us, and we're all sitting in a circle, and Josh comes in, and by then we're already Facebook friends, so I knew he was in the cannabis game and shit. So one of your biggest stresses when you go to set is the weed situation and shit. So usually I'm like, I wish someone had a dab pen or something like that, because someone will be like, oh, you know, I do. And so I kind of just looked at Josh and like this, and he kind of just looked at me, and then I guess he was going like this to me. I wasn't paying attention at first, but then he was like, and like we barely even like talked or hung out or anything. We just both went out to his truck and fucking hit his vape pen and shit. And then ever since that day, we were fucking just homies and shit.
Fucking
you know,
love people like that.
I know, it was great. I just love how sometimes just cannabis, you know, brings people together.
It's a social drug, dude. It's a value-driven social drug.
For sure.
Medicine.
Yeah.
Value-driven social medicine.
And before you fucking started coming with, you know, 12 blunts of fucking show and shit, you know, you actually got me into blunts just as far as recently.
I wasn't even smoking back then.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And before that, I was just straight bongs, dude, constantly all day. But I liked when I hung out with Josh because he's a blunt guy, and I love just hanging out with blunt guys. You know what I mean? Because it's nice to change it up a little while, even though I am a fucking blunt guy now.
Yeah.
But anyway, this motherfucker is one of the most talented dudes I know because he does so much different shit.
A Renaissance man. I call him a modern day Renaissance man.
I don't even know what to talk about first.
Well, I think the first thing to talk about is he's a fucking badass musician.
For sure.
So make sure you guys go check out The Wicked One. It's THAWIKID and then 1. You can see him, find him on Instagram. It is at thewickedone.com or on Instagram, thewickedone, THAWIKIDONE. He's just got some dope shit, and I wish we could play some right now. But on top of that, he's also a really good actor, and another thing, he's a fucking good father and a good husband, and his wife is also a fucking actor, and she does
The whole
her
family
shit
is
too.
talented as fuck.
I know, dude.
So
So
that's what blows me away is he does probably 5 more things than I'm trying to do, and he has a family.
yeah, 2
And
kids.
I'm like,
He's
what
always
the
doing
fuck? I'm
cool
like,
shit
how-
with his kids.
So it motivates me, like, fuck, I'm being lazy today. Like, he's out there fucking doing shit. I need to do some more shit. So yeah, he's like definitely inspiring and shit. But I definitely peep his Instagram page. He, shows him on set. There's a Toyota commercial I was actually in with him right there.
Right there, yeah. Yeah, he does. He shoots his own stuff. Shoots stuff. His, like I said, his wife's an actress, and I think she does like modeling shit too. Also,
Yeah.
But they
I think that's how they met.
really. He was doing photography because I know he's a photographer too. Yeah, so they're really into like the horror movie game, and they actually shot their own movie over this, like they did it like over the quarantine time, which is pretty fucking cool. And
Well, there it is on Instagram really
right
quick.
there, boom. So dark web mystery box.
You play that clip?
Yeah, let me see here. I don't know if the audio is gonna come through. Let me check. I don't think it's gonna come through. Hold on.
We could try it. But you could check this out at morthousefilms.com. That's morthousefilms.com.
Yeah. There we go. Let's just do this. Let's just go.
Or you could go to the YouTube
straight
channel.
there. Yep.
You
Let's
know,
just do
subscribe,
this.
bro. That shit's bad.
Yeah, that is dope. It's their cool little intro and shit. So
Make sure to hit that subscribe button.
yeah, fucking A. Bam.
Oh yeah.
And we got this right here. Here's the whole fucking movie. They actually put the movie on YouTube, so make sure you guys go check it out. This is it right here. Big shout out to Mort House Films, man. And that's fucking cool that they did this. Mad respect. Mad respect. So yeah, definitely go check out their shit.
Anyone using this quarantine time to put out art and not just fucking playing video games and shit, I have respect for.
Yeah.
Because I've been playing a lot of video games.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do some art shit though.
Yeah.
But also he has hot sauces, fucking what else? Yeah, like I said, you can hire him as a videographer, modeling. He's also a butt double.
And a fucking Kansas City Chief fan, it looks like. So big shout out to the Kansas. There he is, being a good pops, teaching his kid how to throw the front side kick. Whatever the fuck that is.
No one knows this, but that beard is actually fake.
Oh yeah, I figured that.
Yeah, after he gets home, because I hung out with him at his house, he
takes it off.
and
Well,
puts it off.
it's because he sells beard balm shit. So like,
no, he sells the beard too. You could buy like.
Well, that's why. I mean, because it's helps grow the beard. So
Yeah. So if you want a piece of Josh, just hit him up.
Or a piece of a body. He gets those too.
Yeah. No, he actually has a pretty extensive horror collection of signed memorabilia, like weird shit, like
from murder.
Charles Manson's hair, fucking Ted Bundy's fucking Dingleberry, fucking all kinds of weird shit.
Yeah.
So anyway, shout out to Josh Schultz, aka the Wicked One, and Sarah Schultz.
Yeah.
Definitely check them out. They're great friends of the show, and can't wait to have you back on, Josh.
Yeah. Shout out to Mollicone Kennels. I know we talked about a little bit about them earlier.
Another early guest we had.
Yep. Big shout out to Guy Mollicone. Still out there doing good things. So if you guys are in the Phoenix area, anywhere in the Southwest, and you like hunting dogs, you're looking to get your hunting dog trained or any type of dog trained, this is one of the best trainers in the nation. So go check out Mollicone Kennels on Instagram.
We'll click on that link too.
This guy, yourdogguy.com, is not available. The link is broken. Look at that. So, yeah, go check out Mollicone Kennels, and also find him on Facebook. He's getting ready to start doing rattlesnake training right now, and he's picking.
Probably an important time of year to start doing that, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. He's seeing snakes come out already. Here he is teaching a dog, a puppy, how to not to be gun shy about a gun.
Oh wow.
Yeah. He sets her up with the prey and lets her go get it and shoots the gun and tries to get him to bring it back. So one of the best trainers. Cool. Yeah, one of the best trainers in the valley. One of the best trainers in the nation, and just a really, really solid dude.
Yeah,
still doing jiu-jitsu. Yeah. He's just a good dude, all around good dude. So make sure you guys, if you want to get your dog rattlesnake trained, he has every couple times throughout the next couple months he'll have events available for rattlesnake training. And let me talk about that real quick, because if you've ever seen a dog that has been bit by a rattlesnake or what they go through, you would want to get your dog rattlesnake trained. And Abby was rattlesnake trained, and it's not only saved her life multiple times, it's saved other dogs' lives, because if Abby gets within 50 yards of a snake or 30 yards of a snake, she's going to smell it, and she's not going to go anywhere fucking near it. You can't even pull her towards it, like to this day, you know what I mean? So, and when other dogs are around, they'll see that too.
Has that ever happened while you walked her? And
oh yeah, man. Fuck yeah.
So she'll just kind of...
She'll veer away, and she'll
and you
change.
Just know
you know.
That's kind of...
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It saves her life. Probably could save my life. Could save your kids' lives.
I know this is a dumb question, but he might have even talked about this when he came on the episode, but do you actually train them with real rattlesnakes?
Yeah, so what you do is, so Guy has been trained on how to care for a rattlesnake humanely. So their fangs grow back. Rattlesnake fangs grow back. So he'll remove the fangs. And he'll usually keep one for, he'll grab a couple, like keep them for a short period of time during the training period, and then he'll make sure they're growing their fangs back, and he'll release them. Cool. Yeah. So but basically what happens is he has a rattlesnake, and he knows how to breed a rattlesnake and stuff like that. And you put the shock collar on your dog, turn it all the way up to 11, and as soon as you basically walk your dog around the area into the wind, if there's any wind, and as soon as your dog smells that new smell, Guy's gonna notice it. You're gonna notice it, and as soon as that dog recognizes that smell, Guy's gonna hit it, and then you walk away, right? And then that's all it took for Abby once. Just one smell, and I couldn't pull her within 50 yards of that snake.
Are you doing this out in the open desert?
Mm-hmm.
The snake doesn't just fucking run off?
No, because it's coiled. It's scared. Not scared. I mean, it's scared, yeah, but it's coiled. It's in defense mode.
Cannabis cough.
So, when it's in defense mode like that, it's not going to run off. And, he's got a thing, and he keeps putting it there, and,
That's crazy, dude. But once in a while, the snake might go to strike and bite, but because there's no fangs, nothing's gonna happen.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
And that's also a good thing, because also as soon as that dog sees that snake, you hit it. So it recognizes the scent and the sight of a snake. You know what I mean? And it's a natural reaction for some dogs. I mean, they're going to stay away from that snake no matter what. But there's other dogs that are fucking dumb and just going to go grab it.
Yeah, sometimes probably like Phabias. No,
yeah.
I don't know.
Well, you never know. You never know. You never know.
It's not bad to remind them, with that training, obviously, especially here in Phoenix.
It'll save their lives.
But
yeah. So big shout out to Mollicone Kennels and Guy Mollicone, and yeah, for what they're doing. We make sure you check them out.
Oh shit.
Oh My Lord. Let's do this.
So a shout out to our very, very first guest, Rich Formy from Pelvic Meatloaf. Also I think it was one of our, like in the 40s, Byron Filson, the guitar player, who also owns Villain Recordings. But they just dropped this new music video on the 29th of April. It's bad as fuck, heavy as fuck. And it has one of the sickest melodic, like fucking evil, like orchestral parts.
internet.
My internet sucks balls.
No, it's fucking just internet period. Everybody's on it right now, dude.
Well, not only are you having the Wi-Fi from the laptop to that, but then remember the TVs, streaming and everything's fucking a butt fuck right now.
But yeah, so make sure you go check out the new.
You could go to their Facebook, Pelvic Meatloaf, and like their page. They have a YouTube page you could subscribe to. They usually play a few shows a year. I'm not sure really what's going on with the virus going on right now, obviously, but they are definitely writing. I know that they have a new album. I don't know if they're going to release a new album or, but I'm pretty stoked for that. But yeah, the new song is called Denial.
Yeah, they have a new album coming. He talked about it when we were here. It's their it's a big deal for them, right?
Fuck yeah.
So it's gonna be dope.
But if you want to click on the next tab, this is actually Byron Filson. He has a recording studio here in Phoenix. Fucking, to me, a legendary Phoenix, recording artist. Dude. I mean, he's worked with a lot of fucking great acts.
I got something funny. So my brother's goes to that. He works at Glendale Community College at their recording studio.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's a pretty tight gig.
And the guy that he works with, one of the teachers of one of his classes, is a recording engineer too. And when my brother told him, about interviewing him on the show, he's like, "Oh shit, Byron from Villain?" And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Do you think you could get him to come talk to the students?" And so I think Chris hooked him up into a chance, but I think the Corona shit hit.
Oh shit!
But
That's cool.
He said he was gonna go talk to the students. I thought that was pretty fucking cool.
That's badass,
but it was
dude.
cool just to know that that teacher was like, "Oh shit, can you get him to come talk?" Like knew what Villain was.
People know who fucking Byron is for sure.
Yeah.
If you've been in in the local music scene, or just you had to go get a demo. I mean, he's been recording shit like we talked about on the show since the fucking what were those called? Those little mini VHS tapes. Oh god, people are gonna give me shit for this because I'm fucking stoned. You know what I'm talking about? It's between like reel to reel and recording digital.
Dex?
No, ADAT.
ADAT.
Audio or something, digital audio tape or something like that. Anyway. Fucking if you're a band here in Phoenix, I don't know what it's like booking with Byron right now, obviously with everything going on, but he also has, click on gear, because I don't know if he has the best. He has a clothing line called The Best Clothing Company, and oh no, that's gear for that's his fucking console gear and shit. But he actually has a clothing line called Best Clothing Company here in Phoenix that you can buy some gear on and shit. I'm sure they have a website you could check out. Can you search that really quick?
Yeah, I think it's up here somewhere. What is it again?
I would just put The Best Clothing Company. It's probably gonna. That's gotta be it, dude. Yeah. Fuck yeah. They got all kinds of badass shit, from shirts to fucking women's hats. But yeah, there's a lot of people rocking this shit here in Phoenix for sure. So.
Oh yeah, dope, real dope. That's fucking cool as shit.
So.
All right.
So shout out to Pelvic Meatloaf and Rich Formy and Byron Filson.
Yeah, real quick. Also, big shout out to Rich. He, I think he lost his cat recently. He had to put his cat down.
Yeah,
that's a fucking bummer.
He's
man.
a huge fucking animal lover too.
Huge
so
man.
That's what I love about Rich.
Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. And so yeah, big shout out to him. And having to do that shit sucks, man. All right, the Artist Box.
Fuck yeah! Shout out to Kevin Phipps and Shannon Dia. If you're an actor here in Phoenix and you want to take classes, I'm not exactly sure all the classes they have available right now, but before I know they had the Meisner classes, they had improv classes. You could check out their Facebook page, The Artists Box. I don't know if you could scroll down.
I think also is Kevin. He's teaching still at Grand Canyon, right?
I don't know if I don't think he does.
I think he got re-upped.
Oh, he did.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
okay,
I think
okay,
so.
okay.
I think so. I'm almost 100% positive, but yeah. So.
But there's a shit ton of actors here in Phoenix that went to the school and fucking went on to do some amazing, great things. Actually, I think you just passed one that's on some fucking HBO show, and so
Annie Karstens.
that's badass.
Yeah, very cool.
Instead of being a shadow like me, she actually had like a talking part or something. That's badass. But yeah, shout out to Kevin and Shannon. They were both guests on the Bogcast. They are a huge part in the filmmaking community. Kevin's also director, filmmaker. Shannon, works. She's a photographer, but also cinematographer for Kevin and stuff. Yep. So, both very talented and highly respected here in the community. So, if you have a second, at least go give the Artist Box a like. And like I said, spread the word if you've ever been interested in taking classes or just want to, even if not taking acting seriously, you just wanted to try it and just meet some fun people,
Yep.
To get out of the house.
Get out of your comfort zone.
I think they're gonna open up soon here, hopefully after this shit.
Cross our fingers.
I gotta piss really quick. I don't know if you wanna.
Yeah.
If you can carry this for a second. Sorry.
All right. I'll take a quick second to talk about some comic shit. Big shout out to Jesse James Comics. Jesse James Comics here in Arizona is a big reason. I got a lot of respect for this guy. Let's just say this. The guy is one of the best people I've ever met. And he hustles like no other, and he's all about customer service. So if you don't have a comic shop near you going on through all this craziness, and that you can go get books and see different stuff and buy different things and different stuff, you can go to Jesse James Comics on Facebook. He actually has a live show called called the Binge Bar, where he sells comics basically every day with multiple other comic stores throughout the country on Facebook. And it's called the Comic Book Shopping Network on Facebook. And here you guys can kind of see, this is Jesse selling books, and you can kind of see in the background that's how he sells his books through the interwebs, and it's just really cool. I got a lot of respect for him, and I just wanted to give him a shout out. There's also a really cool interview that we did on Absolute Geek with Jesse, so make sure you guys go check that out, absolutegeek.com. Let me go ahead and bring that up real quick here. So we had Jesse on I think a couple weeks ago, and he came on and it's funny because he caught a little bit of what the fuck. Hey man, it's Kevin Smith. He caught a little bit of shit because he's been selling comics through this thing. Well, what people don't realize is he's selling comics through the internet, and he's sending it to people that might not, be able to get their comic fix, or, maybe don't have a store around them. But he's been doing this for months. He's been doing this way before the COVID thing, and it was funny because they had a little write up on him on Bleeding Cool, which is a major comic book news website. And he was cool enough to come on the show and just kind of talk about all the bullshit that's going on right now and all the craziness that's going on in the comic world.
That's when I know when you get excited is when you go like this. I saw you just do that on there. So something must have been happening that was cool.
Yeah. Getting ready to interview Jesse. So anyways, it was a really good interview. So go check that out. Absolute Geek on YouTube, Absolute Geek Podcast, and look for the Jesse James interview. It's about, I don't know, an hour long. But there's some really cool stuff. And make sure you guys go check out Comic Book Shopping Network. Also, a couple other stores in the Valley I want to talk about, like Drawn to Comics. Drawn to Comics is actually delivering people books. Driving around.
The ones that you could get in their store?
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's no new books coming out right now just because the presses have stopped. But like, if you want older books, you go on their eBay site and then they'll go take them to you, and go check out their webpage. They've got some cool stuff.
Real quick if you want.
I don't. Let me see here. I think it might be.
Isn't that another one you like?
Drawn to Comics?
Yeah,
Drawn to Comics is cool. That's why I'm talking about them. So they're this is Drawn to Comics. This is Ken Brown, the owner of Drawn to Comics. They're delivering books right now. So they got a cool store in Old Town Glendale that I really like. Old Town Glendale's a cool little place. Also, a big shout out to Dreadnought Comics, one of the best stores in the Valley. Hopefully, once this all this craziness kind of comes to an end, they'll be back up and running. And they also have one of the coolest little airsoft, like, it's a big, huge area, indoor airsoft training place, where you run in corridors and all this crazy shit.
Where's this at?
Right down the street. I think it's Indian School and 43rd Avenue, I think, or something like that. So it's called Dreadnought Airsoft. A really cool place if you're an airsoft fan. But they have one of the best comic book shops that I've ever been into in the country.
Really?
It's fucking gorgeous, dude. These dudes are two young cats that were, like, building houses and shit, and they're like, we want to open up a shop. So they're like carpenters, and they do cool fucking, they got a cool way of displaying their books.
So it just looks sick.
Yeah, dude, I'll bring it up here. These guys are real cool cats.
So is there a way from them to buy comics and support and shit, or do you know?
I don't know what's going on with Dreadnought.
Maybe they'll say on their website.
Yeah. I'm hoping if we can go there. So this is Dreadnought Comics. It looks like they might have
disconnected off the TV, dog.
Oh, damn. Let me get
Just
back
give
on
us
that.
a quick second.
Yeah.
So are there any other comic book shops that you go to here in Phoenix? What was that one that we grew up with that we went? There's like two of them. Atomic. Wasn't there another one?
Atomic's not around anymore, man. That guy fucked over a lot of people and went rogue.
What?
Yeah, he fucked over a lot of employees and shit, and just
damn.
locked the doors on people, sold all the books.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah, a bunch of craziness. So yeah, here's Dreadnought.
What was that one on 35th on Thunderbird?
That was Hero Comics.
That one's still here?
Yeah, nope. They shut down too. I think Jesse might have bought out Hero.
So there's still a shop there now?
No. No, they're not there anymore. Yeah. But here's a picture of Dreadnought. You guys can see like how cool. This is one of the coolest ways. Oh, come on, man. This is by far one of the coolest ways to let's see.
Is it lagging?
Yeah, I just got to catch on. This is one of the coolest ways to display a
comic book shop.
Yeah, have your comic book shop. This is fucking amazing. They basically built these wood pallets. Come on.
That's all good, man.
There we go.
Oh, I've seen that. You showed me.
And
this.
You can move these. You know what I mean, from side to side.
Like this.
Yeah, exactly.
That's sick.
And they're on both sides, and it's on both. There's like multiple rows of these. So it's just really fucking cool, and they've got some of the best wall books in the country. They've also got some really fucking cool, like toys and shit like that. They sell a lot of new books. It's just a beautiful shop and some of the best wall books in the country. So make sure you guys go check that shit out.
And these shops, do they still have groups of people doing those what are those, like Magic the Gathering games and Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that?
Jesse does. So that's one of the things that I love about Jesse's store is Jesse has a store where he's got one of the coolest old school arcades, and he's also got one of the coolest areas for kids that want to do that type of shit.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So he's always got kids in there playing Pokemon or Magic the Gathering, and he's like got a little area where a guy that's rented that spot sells all that shit. It's just one of the best shops. He's got a cool shop, like old school comic shop. You know what I mean?
Are those card games still popular?
Huge.
Really?
Fucking huge. So
what about WoW cards? Remember WoW cards?
Oh yeah, they're not as big anymore because you would
remember what was it, that transparent tiger?
The spectral tiger.
Spectral tiger.
Yeah.
I wanted that so bad.
Yeah. All right. So let's do this. There we go. All right. Yeah. So those cards, those Magic the Gathering and shit like that, motherfucker. Come on.
You know how, like, we were obviously into like the prequel figures, and we bought them. We thought they were going to be worth something, and then we just realized they're just so overly mass produced that they'll never be anything like the original figures.
Yeah.
Are cards like baseball cards and comics like that, where they're just overly mass produced?
Not anymore.
Are there value to them?
Baseball cards, they purposely
that's good.
They mass produce, but they also limit certain ones, and so that is
comics
good.
Too.
Yes.
So to give them value.
Unfortunately, not with comics. It's weird how comics, they say that they are limited, but then you find out
5 years later there's thousands of them.
Yeah, it's a bunch of bullshit, dude. It's fucking annoying. That's what it is. But so yeah. What else? What else were we talking about?
I was just talking about cards and comics and
this fucking internet. I mean this not internet. This laptop
just doesn't want to connect.
Yeah. Hold on. I got it. Get it going here.
Yeah, because it was kind of disappointing realizing, I mean, it was still fun collecting those prequel figures, even though they made it seem like certain ones they didn't make as much. Remember, they'd be like, number 22 with the Royal Guard, they'll have a red one and a blue one, but there's only this many blue ones, but there still was a shit ton of them. So it was still fun to try to find them, but I didn't know if I didn't think, I feel like collecting just didn't have the same value as it did before internet and eBay, because everything wasn't as easily as accessible. Does that make sense? Before eBay, when you collected, you had to leave your fucking house and go search and go fucking look for shit. But now you can do everything from your fucking in your underwear.
But your eBay, you're gonna pay a premium though. You're gonna pay a premium. You know what I mean? If you get them on eBay, you know what I mean. You go out and you find them at a store, you're gonna pay $10. On eBay, you're gonna pay $40. So I think eBay helped. You know what I mean? In that fact that
giving it value,
because then people wanted to go find it and become collectors. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So toys aren't as big anymore in that fact that, because unfortunately, I just don't think kids nowadays are that into those type of toys. They're into fucking video games and shit, I think. I don't know what that is. I don't know why, but.
Well, I do, because, I mean,
video games are fucking badass. That's why.
They're really badass. Yeah, and I couldn't imagine being that young and I'm video game. But I was going to say, they grow up, watching TV with a device in their hand, different than what's on the TV. You know what I mean? Like doing two different things of media, Yeah. But yeah, video games, they're so good.
Yeah. Another place I want to hit. Did
you get it?
No, it keeps. No matter what I try to do.
What is all that stuff on
It's
the bottom?
Frozen.
Oh.
Yeah. So here's where I'm at. I don't know if you can see.
Oh, your laptop's frozen.
Yeah. No, the TV frozen.
Turn this on.
Okay.
But we could keep talking.
So want to shout out Bud's Glass Joint.
That's still recording though.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Oh, okay. That doesn't matter then.
Yeah. So Bud's Glass Joint. I don't know if they're still open. I don't think they're still open. I mean, let's take a look here. What's going on with them?
They might. Some places like that do walk
maybe
up orders.
Yeah, yeah, they might be essential and shit like that.
I even called Bizarre Guitar down the street, and they're doing door deliveries. Like if you want guitar strings, they'll walk them out to you. But shit, everything. What's today's date? Shit might be opening up.
Today's the 6th.
Yeah, I mean, is everyone opening up on the 8th?
I thought it was the 15th. Was it the 15th?
Oh, you know what? I think you're right. I think it's salons and restaurants can open up on the 8th. Because Jordan was debating to open up on the 8th or not, but she decided to wait until the 14th just to give it a few days.
Yeah. Well, I just want to give a shout out to Bud's Glass Joint. They're a big part of the community here in downtown Phoenix, and we can't say enough about them. And Bud's a real cool cat. Came on. He's really, I got a lot of respect for him for his views on what's going on downtown and how much he wants to make it better and shit like that. So we're gonna hopefully try and hook up with him soon. I definitely want to go down there and just bullshit with him and talk to him about what's going on during this, like what's it like being a business owner that has employees, kind of get his view from everything that's going on, and if there's a way for places like small businesses like his, is there a place to come out on the other side? Because there's a lot of places that won't come out on the other side.
Yeah, I'm just hearing about, I don't know anything about this, but from what I hear, just a lot of the small businesses are getting fucked on these, grants and loans and stuff, and they're going to actually bigger corporations that don't even need them, and a lot of them are giving them back.
Yeah, did you hear about the Los Angeles Lakers?
Yeah, they're the only team in the NBA that applied for it.
Yeah, what a bunch of fucking assholes.
They gave it back, but
who cares? What a bunch of fucking assholes to even apply for it in the first place. You know how much that team's worth? Billions. That's bullshit.
10 million's fucking nut change to them.
Yeah. So the last thing he said, I guess they're looking for people. Says here, Buds is growing and looking for some people to join our family. The right person is willing to dedicate themselves to Buds and to help grow and support downtown Phoenix arts and culture. You must have a love for glass, a friendly smile, and to be comfortable working retail in a clean and socially distanced environment where customer interaction is necessary. We're looking forward for awesome people, work up to 40 hours, So they're growing, so that's a good thing.
I love that picture right there.
I know, dude. That's so badass.
They also have a very good selection of kratom.
Yeah, my brother still uses
people
kratom.
Know as kratom, but yeah, that's a great natural painkiller we've talked about before.
And Bud has a great story. If you want to go back and listen to that episode.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So,
but if you really want
the other side of that,
Yeah, and if you really want to know about kratom or kratom, there's a show called Hamilton's Pharmacopoeia, and he has a whole episode about it. And what it is just a natural painkiller. It's pretty much from a leaf from is it Thailand?
Yeah.
So if you want to.
One thing I love about Buds is they really they're kind of like an art studio for glass art.
They're in the art district.
It's
that whole
amazing.
area has just got a cool vibe.
I consider them an art studio.
And they have a huge presence in the First Friday.
The glass artists that they have that are working with, look how beautiful this fucking...
I can't really see it.
Yeah, it is fucking gorgeous, man.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. That is just beautiful, and there's all kinds of crazy stuff.
You're right,
like
an art
that.
studio, that's art.
Yeah, that's art to me. So, here's... just a lot of fucking cool glass artists working, and Bud's definitely puts the eye on the artist. So big shout out to Bud and Bud's Glass Joint and everything they're doing over there. Another place real quick that I just thought of, since I want to shout out the Humboldt Cure, who is a friend. Let me get here. They are friends of family of the show, I guess I would say. we grew up kind of watching them from afar, and I went and checked out their shit the other day, and I was just blown away by how far the cannabis industry has come. And
I can't believe it.
yeah, and one of the things that was absolutely unreal, if I can.
I mean, we grew up with it, like thinking like if we get caught with this, it's like crack cocaine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you had to hide it. Like now it's way more lenient. I can't believe you could go to a store, to a building, and buy it. Like that's insane.
Yeah, and just to go on their webpage, I was on
so bad.
Yeah.
That top part.
I know, dude. They have just really cool art. They're a great company that grows up in Northern California, and they've been doing it for a long time, and they do it the right way. And they're a great company to check out. And if you're in California, check for their shit. They have they were part of the Murder Mountain documentary on Netflix, but they just they have some really cool art. But the thing that blew me away is, I mean, it's just crazy that you can literally go by, fucking, click on a thing and look for wholesale opportunities. Like, whoever thought that you can go on the internet and, buy cannabis or
people have been doing on the dark web for years.
I know, dude. It just still blows me away. So we were
but
looking
now
at
it's
that.
not,
yeah, we were just looking at that, and it just blew me away to just, that's so great. And especially if there's companies out there like the Humboldt Cure or Bud's Glass Joint or Hempful Farms that are doing it the right way and that are creating community and stuff like that. And,
well, they're the OGs, man.
They are the real OGs, man.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, OG.
yeah. So, let's see here. Definitely want to shout out Adin.
Adin Chaperone.
Yeah. Fucking what a great guest that was.
So Adin is a great cinematographer here in Phoenix. He's actually Emmy nominated for some commercial work that he's done. But during this quarantine, he fucking had a 3D printer and started printing off these face shields for nurses who are on the front line. His wife's a nurse, and has this whole team of drivers and other people with 3D printers who are making these face shields and going out. I don't know how often they do it, but delivering hundreds of these face shields to hospitals. So I highly suggest going. It's azfaceshield.com, right?
Yep, azfaceshield.com.
And I can't really see what you're looking at right now, but I know there's different ways you can help out.
Yeah, there's a donate, and then there's a place that says I want to help out. You can go to.
So they have, what is it? The blueprint? Is that what they call it for the 3D printer that they have for the face shield?
It's basically like a computer file.
Yeah, a certain file.
Yeah.
And then, so they're willing to give you this file if you have a 3D printer and if you have free time and the materials, you can print these out and help out. And Adin will link you up with a driver who'll pick them up and drop these off. So
yeah, that's fucking cool, man. That is super cool. And I just love the fact that there's people all around the country that are doing this. Like, I know. They got the idea from the
somebody in LA, right?
Yeah, the camera group in LA, and they were just like, here, let's send it out, and it just kind of caught fire. I love shit like that, man. Fucking cool. Yeah. Very cool. But it was also kind of cool to just hear him talk about what he's going through and
having a nurse on the front line as your wife and what she goes through as far as what she has to deal with on a day-to-day basis, the cleanliness she has to deal with as far as coming home, making sure her family's safe, taking in and out the groceries.
Not having kids is a big breath of fresh air right now. I couldn't imagine having kids to begin with, but then in a situation like this, I could understand freaking out when you have.
I'm not gonna lie. I was really scared and nervous for my sister for a little while there when the fear mongering was at its fucking craziest, because she's a vet, or she runs a vet practice, I should say, and she didn't get to take any time off, and she's just dealing with people. She said no one gave a fuck, everyone's coming up in her face and this and that. And so I know it's not the same as obviously dealing with COVID patients, but just anyone going out dealing with the real world. I was my girlfriend owns a salon, and myself, we were able to stay here, and not have to leave. So I felt fortunate, but I was worried for my sister, man. I couldn't imagine if Jordan was a nurse and had to go deal with that every day, man, and then having kids too.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So he's Adin, like I said, I started the episode off by saying this, and I'll say it again, he's a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, he is. He's a cool motherfucker too.
Yeah, and a great cameraman.
Yeah. Well, speaking of cameramen and stuff like that, Fenixphonic audio.
Hell yeah.
Justin, Jaybird.
Fucking Jaybird. Man, I probably say this a lot, but he was one of the very first few people I met in the film community, and he's I can't believe I can't think of the word for it. A boom operator, sound guy for a set. If you're not familiar with the set, a boom operator is the guy that has the big old fucking microphone that actually records the audio of all the actors talking, and he's also responsible for putting microphones, under the t-shirts and the packs on the back and stuff like that. But excuse me, he's one of the best, most professional boom operators I've worked with, and not only that, he's very creative, and if he has to, wears as many hats as he has to on the set, as far as like
security,
catering, being an extra,
telling people to shut the fuck up because quiet on the set.
Well, that is actually part of his job. That's kind of stressful, especially when you're in a set that's not very controlled, you know, and there's a lot of background, audio you have to deal with. Last thing you want to do as a boom operator is have to ask actors to come in to do ADRs, which actually most films do nowadays anyway. At least most, the bigger independent films and stuff, almost every time the actors go in and redo the audio. But anyway, I would go to Fenixphonic Audio. That's Phoenix, F-E-N-I-X.
Professional as fuck.
Yeah, he has great microphones. He has all his own equipment, live mics, and he has, like I said, his own boom mic and stuff. So if you have a project, he does commercial work, short films, feature films. He has quite a resume.
And he came up with the very first Bogcast drink. Alcoholic beverage. What did he call that?
Fuck.
It was a tequila. So what did he call it?
Now I feel like an asshole.
I know.
He also makes
Cannabis.
his own. He's a bad motherfucker. He makes his own beer.
Yeah.
He has all kinds of badass shit.
The Bogarita.
The Bogarita. And you made the second drink, right? The Bog Nasty.
The Bog Nasty.
Well, why don't you explain that? Because there's just a video. We never talked about that on here.
Oh shit! Yeah. As a matter of fact, let me bring that up. So basically,
but shout out to Jaybird, Justin Bird, hit him up.
Yeah, definitely. Hold on, let me do this real quick here.
No, you're good.
So big shout out to I'm a big hockey fan, and it's kind of funny because with the quarantine and shit like that, there's a local cat who is part of the Coyotes, Arizona Coyotes. What do you call that team? Like,
spit it out.
Hold on, let's redo this.
Take two.
Yeah, let me find this shit. Jesus Christ.
It's the hockey one, right?
Yeah.
I forgot what we were even talking about. The Bog Nasty. Just tell me what the Bog Nasty is. It's a
drink.
Yeah.
The Bog Nasty. The Bog fucking Nasty. The Bog Nasty is. I'm stoned, bro. Shit, dude. That's what we do. I smoke weed. I'm sorry. The Bog Nasty is. Big shout out to In Chiclets podcast. I'm a big fan of In Chiclets, and the Bog Nasty is a drink that we came up with.
Don't say we. I have nothing to do with this, and I would never drink this. We?
Why? Because
you came up with this on your own.
Why? Because it's squirt.
Exactly, because it's squirt. Why the fuck would I mix squirt with that dude's drink? Like, I would just drink that shit straight on ice. You're disgusting. He probably saw that video and was like, "What an asshole! Why would you mix this?"
What a fucking dick, huh?
No, seriously. I'm just being honest.
So
wait till you hear this shit. It's fucking watch this. And then you steal all my fucking intro ideas. So you went home with the footage. Fucking dig. Just the squirt's just disgusting me. Now, I have yet to try the drink, and the reason why is because my dumbass decided not to drink this year, and
the drink's really
now
fucking
I know,
good.
and he keeps telling me, and he left the bottle here, and now that we've been in quarantine, sometimes you get bored and you just want to fucking drink, and I want to try it really bad. Not with that fucking squirt, though. That's disgusting. Gross. I have nothing to do with that. Nothing. So when he says we, he's talking about himself. That's a sick song.
He had nothing to do with that sick song. He just said it himself. But so yeah, big shout out to Spit and Chiclets, hockey podcast that I like, and it is 2 former NHL players that do the podcast. So they have current and older NHL players on there, and it's really fucking funny, man.
I finally checked it out when you told me, because he was on Tenet.
No, Paul wasn't. Paul Bissonnette. So the 2 hosts are Ryan Whitney, former defenseman who played for Pittsburgh and Anaheim and Edmonton, and then Paul Bissonnette, who also was a defenseman, played for Pittsburgh and for the Coyotes. And
he was in Tenet?
No.
Fuck. I'm an idiot.
There's the guy who's in Tenet is a former Ranger.
What's his name?
God damn it! I can't believe I'm fucking spacing. It's the guy that...
Mr. Hockey Guy.
I know, right? Jesus Christ. I know.
No, but you sent me a clip of a guy from, NHL hockey. I don't know if he's retired. I guess he's retired, right?
Yeah, he's retired.
But he's starring. I don't know if he's starring, but a small role.
He's got a small role in Tenet.
And I'm a fucking huge Christopher Nolan freak. And so any information I get about this new movie, I'm like, fuck yeah. And he actually got to talk about... the hard work and dedication that actors have, especially Denzel Washington's Sean Avery, yeah. Especially Denzel Washington's son, because he's starring in it. He's like, this dude works 23 hours a day. He doesn't sleep. He's like, I'm taking naps. Like,
dude, I gained so much respect for Sean Avery telling that interview, because you could tell like he's really putting in the work to become an actor and shit. You know what I mean? And you could see like he was that, just like when we were talking to Raj. You could
that
see
probably inspired him to up his game. You know?
And it was inspiring to see like somebody be really excited about it.
So he has his own podcast.
Sean Avery just started his own podcast.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm sorry. I apologize for getting them confused. Yeah. I'm not a hockey freak like McClay, so I don't know all this shit.
Yeah, but yeah, so Paul Bissonnette is local, and we're all quarantined. So I fucking said, "Hey, let's get him on the fucking Bogcast." So where the fuck you at, Paul?
What's up, dude?
So shout out to Spit and Chiclets, and they have a drink called the Pink Whitney with New Amsterdam vodka, which is genius. I thought it was genius that they came up with an idea.
So it's vodka already mixed, and you're mixing it again.
It's vodka mixed with grapefruit, right?
Yeah.
So
sounds great.
Or not grapefruit, pink lemonade.
I think it's pink lemonade.
Yeah, pink lemonade. So I'm like, fuck, let's add some.
I think I used to drink those on the OG Bogcast days.
Yeah. And that's why I brought it over, because I remember that. And so I was like, why not? It might taste even fucking better with a nice ice fucking cold squirt. And it was fucking great. So if you want to try the Bog Nasty ice cold squirt and Pink Whitney on ice, mix that shit up. It's fucking excellent. All right.
You know what's funny? He made it one time for that video, took one sip, and he'll never drink it again.
I'll drink it again when I don't have to drive right away.
You had fucking 4 hours. You could have made one when you got here.
I drink a little bit, dude, and I get drunk. Dude, big shout out.
I want you to drink one before a Bogcast.
Yeah.
He'll be passed out.
I know, dude. Totally, dude.
Mike Watkiss.
Yeah, big shout out to Mike Watkiss. Mike Watkiss has got
legendary fucking TV anchor here in Phoenix.
Real deal, dude. That dude is a fucking badass.
This guy's been part of so many major stories throughout, the 80s and 90s and fucking 2000s, from fucking Michael Jackson and Princess Diana to fucking Tanya Harding to fucking what was the Utah shit?
The guy from the Mormon.
Why am I asking you?
Yeah, the Mormon stuff. But anyways, he's got a new book coming out called Story Hustler.
Can you turn it a little bit?
Oh yeah. It's called Story Hustler.
We were actually talking to him a little bit about this when he was on the podcast. Well, he was one of our guests, and we were just fucking
blown away by him.
Yeah, and he had just amazing stories, and all these stories he told on the podcast were just little small fucking parts of, bigger stories that he put together into this book that you can, I don't know if there's an Amazon link.
I don't think it's on Amazon yet because I checked, but it's called Story Hustler. Listen to this fucking title. It's a dope title. Story Hustler, Murder, Mayhem, PTSD. That's fucking dope, dude.
That's bad.
Yeah. He's a fucking badass motherfucker too. Look at that cover. That's a dope cover.
Fucking OG as fuck, man.
Yeah. So big shout out to Mike Watkiss. He's fucking.
We have a lot of books to read.
I know, dude. I just got Robin's book, so
I'm finishing up a book right now, and then I'm gonna start Robin's.
Yeah. So.
And then fucking Kirk Nermes, and then fucking Mike Watkiss.
Too bad. Too many.
Really trying to up my reading.
I got too much other shit I got going on, man. That
I try to read for 20 minutes right before I go to bed because it just makes me just more tired.
You know what?
And then when I walk the dog in the morning for about an hour and a half, I do an audio book.
That's what I was just gonna say. Mike Watkiss, Robin Cote, fucking Chris Martin, get some audiobooks going so I can fucking listen to this shit while I walk my dog.
Hire William Kenny. He does.
Hire William Kenny. Fucking shout out to William Kenny.
Shout out William Kenny. Fuck yeah.
William Kenny's a bad motherfucker, dude.
Are we done?
No.
Oh.
I saw something with William Kenny where didn't he fucking go traveling right before?
We just talked about it. I did a video chat with him for about a year and a half.
Dude,
yeah, he went to Colombia and just talked about how fucking much fun he had out there. And actually, he's probably going to come on this month, so we'll just let him talk about it on here.
Yeah, dope.
So,
I think that's everybody, dude.
you got to all the comic book shops and.
Yeah, I already talked about the comic shops.
Oh, let me check my list really quick. I think there was a. Oh, you know what? Dark Descent from Alan Valor.
Oh yeah,
I forgot to talk about that.
Yeah.
Alan Valor is a good homie. He's another guest that was on the show twice.
Yeah, he's good.
I love when you guys are together because you guys are on the same wavelength as with the UFOs, and I love UFO shit, but you guys love it a little bit more than me, so I can just sit back and just fucking learn and absorb shit. And you guys are into a lot of the same stuff, so I love hearing you guys talk, and I love him having on the show. But he's a actor and filmmaker here in Phoenix, producer, and he has a film called, did you find it?
Dark Descent.
Dark Descent, yeah. You might be able to find it on his Facebook or YouTube. I know there is a Facebook for it. I thought I emailed it or messaged it to you. Let me check. Oh, no, that was Josh's. Never mind. Did you get all the comic book shops?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to apologize now. There's still going to be people we forgot.
I know.
But cannabis.
Yeah.
I mean, we're trying to get everybody, honestly, and
here we go.
It's not like
Dark Descent.
Taking anybody and saying we're not going to talk about them.
This
it's
isn't
just
it. Hold on.
We're just trying to squeeze as much information as we can. And right now we're doing 75-minute episodes. I might as well just explain this because I always feel like a dick when we have to wrap, but we upgraded our cameras recently and it saved us a lot of problems, but also caused another minor problem, which is audio drift. and we're in the process of upgrading our audio right now. Currently, we're recording the audio on the computer, and because of that, the video kind of drifts off from the audio, and it's kind of a pain in the ass to edit. So we've been trying to keep the episodes to a minimum just to kind of keep editing and the episodes coming out sooner and faster and stuff. So but as soon as we upgrade the audio, we'll be able to go for way longer and not have to wrap so soon.
Yep. Dark Descent got Dark Descent up. So Dark Descent is they've got a lot of stuff on their Facebook page, but
if you see a YouTube link, click it.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna try and find.
But he's been on the podcast a few times to talk about it. I know he's a producer on it. There's other parts of the film I'm not really sure if I could talk about, but yeah, I would definitely be on the lookout for this film. Oh yeah, there's a little trailer. Let's watch this really quick. Is there going to be audio? Oh, I guess. This is all shot here in Phoenix with all Phoenix actors.
Break is a story about Drew. Drew's a family man, family first. He's all about his wife. He's all about his daughter, his son, keeping the family together and safe. I should say, trying to keep the remains of his family together, trying to live in this world that has become, essentially has turned into a zombie apocalypse.
They have a lot of cool behind the scenes shit.
He's a good guy. He's trying so hard to keep his family together.
I just worked with Kirk recently. He's a badass motherfucker too. Great actor.
So
really, really funny. Kirk, he's a funny dude.
But yeah,
he was actually on the project. We were just hanging out talking with J-Raj. He was here before the show, and he just shot a project with Ruben, and Kirk was part of it. And
there's Alan.
Up there, Alan is cleaning up the blood, huh? Is that what he's doing?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Anyway, they also have a YouTube channel that has all these behind the scenes stuff and trailers and shit like that. So
yeah, they have a lot of behind the scenes shit.
This is directed by Kevin Phipps and cinematography by Shannon DSO, 2 other guests part of the Bogcast.
Yep, check it out.
But they were on the show talking about how they're getting ready to shoot it, but then the virus happened and then it got put on hold. So
yeah.
I don't know if they have definitive plans to shoot the rest of it, but definitely be on the lookout for that. So anyway, is that it, McClay? Should I go through my list again?
I think that might be it, brother. I'm sure there's people we're forgetting, man. I'm positive there's people we're forgetting.
Yeah, that's everyone I got on my list for now. So anyways, are there any quick plugs or anyone else?
Big shout out to man, we shouted everybody out.
I guess they're out of this episode anyway. All right, well thanks you guys for joining us. If you have a second to hit the subscribe button, that really helps us out.
Yeah, definitely hit the subscribe button. Hit us up on Instagram at thebogcast, all one word, and
give the video a like.
Yeah, give the video a like. Let us know what you think of the show, and yeah.
Another important thing is we don't really talk about is that the audio version of this is available everywhere. I know you do say in the beginning of the show, but it is we are on Spotify, we're on iTunes, Google Play Music, Stitcher,
Podcatchers,
iHeartRadio now. There's a Libsyn feed. You go to libsyn.com, I think /thebogcast, something like that. So if you just want to hear the audio, go check us out. And the video is always at youtube.com/thebogcast. So thanks for
hell yeah
doing the show again, man. Appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
And that is a wrap on episode 81 of the Bogcast. Bog and Mac.
Bang!